EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On second down, Tua. Going right back to Wilson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is third and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on third down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And he's was able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right?
Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Tigers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And look at this defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Achane looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, 30 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they beat. And now look at this, big gain, the fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
That's caught inside the 20. And what a big-time play there. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers are once again back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Tigers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And touchdown! Jalen Hurts, 78 yards. And the Tigers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down at a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
There you go, partner. That's an old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his left.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run the option on second down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Wilson with a first down carry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the option to give to Swift here.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Tigers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Tigers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Tigers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And it's 3rd down. Let's go.
Tua going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They said their goal was to win 7 games.